the finesse. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Alright, so for us to get the lighting right,
you want it to be this way or that way?
it needs to be this way so that the smoke, the light is behind the smoke hitting it, illuminating it.
So you want me to film from this side?
Yes.
Okay. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yep.
I am too.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, I got a little bit of nerves. I've only done one of these in my life and not on this bike.
This is the first time you've burned out on this, right?
Correct.
So basically you wanna lock down that. I mean, if you can reach it, I would put like that so you can really get a good grip on it and squeeze it and tight and keep it tight.
Okay.
Worst thing you can do is let go of the brake. So don't ever let go of the brake. So what you're gonna have to do is basically hold it in and be able to like roll your thumb. You don't have to go very fast.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. Keep it going. Keep it going and get a couple more pictures.
I'm gonna lose my tire. You ready?
Yep, you're good. Stop. Hang on, I'm gonna do a little video. What are you doing out here? Damn hoodlum! Yeah, I think it's time for some new tires. Give us a rev bomb real quick.
Do you need a real rev bomb? Was that good enough?
That was good.
Alright, car.
Damn, you took a chunk of the pavement out. Is it recording? You know, oh, I turned the LCD off. It saves battery.
Well, it's counting, so yeah.
Alright, ready to rock and roll. See those new tires. Ooh, look at a 2-inch chicken strip. Alright, you ready? What is up, guys? So, as the title reads, we have switched over tires. Let me go ahead and close my visor there. So, Heather and I, as most of you know, we have been riding the the Michelin Road 5s for, well, we've been with the Road series for quite some time now, probably, I'd say 5-6 years at least. I've been with the Road series since the Road 2s came out. I used to have the Dunlop Road Smart 2s, and then I switched over to the Michelin Road 2, and ended up liking it a lot more. Fell in love with the tire, fell in love with the series. I was doing a lot of touring back there, and that's what really like attracted me to the Road series, is because the longevity. You get so many miles out of those tires. So like Heather's tire was down towards the end, and she was just over 8,000 miles, and I was around like 7,000, but we went ahead and switched them both at the same time. So we had the Road 5s, and that tire, this video is not knocking that tire whatsoever, because those tires are absolutely phenomenal. Those tires, they do what they're designed to do, and they're designed to perform in harsh conditions. such as like wet roads, sandy roads, dirt roads. Not really dirt roads, but roads with like debris on them and stuff. Those tires just perform very well under a lot of different circumstances. The only thing about them is they don't warm up quite as fast as like what we're with now, which is going to be the Dunlop Q3 Plus. So that is the new tire that we're going with. I rode the Q2s years ago, and then I rode the Q3 probably 5 or so years ago, and I really like the tire. But the mileage you get out of them is just, it's just not that great, especially for like spirited, higher speeded street riding. There's quite a bit of debris out here today, so like I said, now we're with the Q3 Plus, and we're just out here kind of breaking these tires in today. There's a lot of myths that go with tire break-in. A lot of people believe that there's like a slimy coat on the tire that preserves it from the factory, and that's absolutely not true. It's just when they mold the tire, it has a slick surface from the mold, right? So what you're doing when you're scrubbing these tires in the first 100 miles or so, you don't want to be like just straight line riding to break in the tire. That's not going to break in the tire. What you're trying to do is you're trying to scrub in the sidewalls and really get them warmed up, and to lose that like molded slick surface from the factory. So basically what you're doing is you're just basically getting rid of that top layer of rubber and getting it to where it's more of a coarse rubber, and that's what's going to grip well with pavement, especially once it's warmed up. So the whole key in breaking in a tire is just riding like you normally ride, just maybe take it a little bit slower, you know, especially like the first 20-30 miles. You want to definitely, like, this is a myth right here. This right here does not warm up your tires. I don't know whoever came up with that claim, but that does not warm up your tires. Acceleration and braking is what warms up your tires, and so a lot of people will think that warms up your tires. That's not warming up your tires. So, but I will do this when I'm braking in a tire, just this right here, because you're kind of just scrubbing in that sidewall. Just kind of, it's almost just like you're cornering, but you're just doing it a lot more often. So a lot of times in slow situations, I will do that just to help kind of get rid of that first little bit of rubber on there. So our reasoning for going with the Q3 Plus over the Road 5, there's quite a bit of reasoning behind this. And the thing is I got into the Road series years ago because I was doing a lot of touring. I had a Ninja 650, and then I had a Ninja 1000, and I was doing quite a bit of touring. I mean, my dad and I were going on trips that were like, you know, 700 plus mile days, 2 or 3 times a year sometimes, and we've ridden to like New Orleans, to the mountains. We've ridden to quite a few different places, the mountains multiple times, but we've been to New Orleans, Key West, put a lot of miles and a lot of time on those tires, and that's what you need when you're going for longevity and a lot of miles. You need a tire like the Road 5 or something like that is more of like a sport touring tire, where they're still going to perform fairly well in conditions like canyon riding and stuff, but they're not going to perform quite as well as like a Q3 or Q3 Plus. So the big thing with the Q3 Plus is it's a lot like the Q3. It's going to have a lot of grip on the sidewalls, but the center, especially on the rear, is going to be a little bit harder compound, so it's going to last a little bit longer. And honestly, I could barely get 3,000 miles out of the Q3s years ago. So if I can get 4,000 to 5,000 miles out of these Q3 Pluses, I will be delighted with those tires. Man, there's a lot of sketchy vehicles out here today, like debris hanging out their trucks and stuff. Totally sketches me out. So yeah, we are out here just breaking these tires in. I kind of wanted to tell you guys because a lot of people have been seeing on my Instagram, I haven't even like announced what tires we got or anything. People are just looking, and like the Q3 is like, you know, undeniably recognizable. So a lot of people have seen that and wondered why we're going to the Q3 Plus. And the thing is we're going to the mountains here. Yeah, I know. Finally doing our mountain trip this year. So the beginning of September, we're going to the mountains for a little over a week, and so we'll be doing a ton of riding up there when we go. Lots of corners, lots of just sweepers and tight turns and stuff like that. You guys know what the Dragon's all about. So we needed a tire that's going to perform a little bit better, and we were due for new tires anyways. So aside from that, we're going to the mountains for a little over a week, and then we are also going to be doing our track day this fall / winter. So in the next couple months we'll be doing our track day. Yes, we are super excited about that. Heather's so stoked. She's been talking about this like non-stop, and we were supposed to do it back in the spring, but the thing was, is with the whole Rona going on, we really couldn't plan anything because everything was like either closed down or like there was tons of like I guess occupancy cutbacks. So like track days went down to like nothing. Like a lot of the tracks in Florida actually shut down for a little while, and we really didn't want to deal with it at the time. So hopefully by then things will be a little bit more back to normal. If you're wondering why they're leaving me, it's because I'm vlogging, and this is the bad thing about vlogging. It's hard to vlog in a group ride, but I really don't ride by myself very often. So I have to go a little bit slower when I'm vlogging because I need to kind of like focus on talking, not so much as not all my focus is going into riding, but aside from that, the wind noise, you know, I gotta go a decent bit slower than I would normally go. And also we're breaking in these tires, so we're really not ripping that fast anyway. So Heather and I both got the Q3 Plus, if you're wondering, if you don't follow us on Instagram. Strange. But yeah, we wanted to, I wanted to make a video on this and tell you guys why we're going to the Q3 Plus. Basically, we're doing a track day, and we're doing the mountains, and we will probably be doing the mountains again in the springtime. So within the next 6 months we'll probably be at the mountains maybe twice, and then at the track at least once. So yeah guys, I am gonna head out, enjoy the rest of this ride. You guys stay safe out there, peace, and ride safe. We'll see you in the next video, all right?